Well, if you were driving through downtown Eugene today, you may have been rerouted because of a planned march in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. The event was scheduled over a month ago, but had to be delayed because of the January ice storm. KEZI 9 News reporter Noah Chavez was at the march today and shows us this year's turnout and message of unity.
From the gates of Autzen Stadium all the way to the Shed Institute in downtown Eugene, today's weather conditions were ideal for today's symbolic march for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
And I've always come. Right, yes. Every year I've been in
For the estimated 200 participants, the skies over Eugene held back the rain, enabling for a large turnout.
So our group is supporting the march because of our commitment to racial justice and equity, goals that were elevated by the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and are fundamental to the work of the NAACP.
Oh, very meaningful. It's it is symbolizing us moving through the community and showing that you have to stop and pay attention to what's going on.
DeMond Hawkins is the president of the Eugene Springfield NAACP, who are putting on the march. He said marching holds so much value when it comes to the history of the civil rights movement.
This is very much a tribute to the march itself, because these things was a key point in civil disobedience, right? So to make sure that we push things forward.
And before long, the mile-and-a-half march began, starting off appropriately on Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Actually cuts off from Martin Luther King Boulevard. It's actually going to cut through Alton Baker Park, across the Willamette River, into downtown.
So that we go into Alton Baker Park, through Nobel Peace Park, over the bridge, and then we'll march down the street on High Street all the way down to the Shed. So
I come out every year. I think it's an important time to remember, no matter how much progress we've made, we have a lot more progress we need to make. And because I work at the law school, I think it's important to promote Black lives and Black lawyers.
The march concluded at the Shed Institute, where guest speakers and organizations were presented.
I think it was very successful. I think people came out and participated. They did what we needed to do, was to memorialize those that went before us in the civil rights movement.
Coming up at 5, I'll share what changes and additions were made to help make sure that this event continues to grow long into the future. Reporting in Eugene, Noah Chavez, KEZI 9 News.